Also, this is incredibly loud. You know what? I don't have a good name, and since this is the Jedi Exile, this is the Jedi Exile operating in exile. Gonna go with a Star Wars equivalent of giving an obvious fake name, and I just realized that this definitely isn't gonna capture this because it is the opening crawl. Should there be music for this? They're not. It feels like there should be music for this. Like the swelling Star Wars theme. As it silently plays the Sith Lord's intro. It is a perilous time for the galaxy. A brutal civil war has all but destroyed the Jedi Order, leaving the ailing Republic on the verge of collapse. Amid the turmoil, the evil Sith have spread across the galaxy, hunting down and destroying the remaining Jedi Knights. Narrowly escaping a deadly Sith ambush, the last known Jedi clings to life aboard a battered freighter near the ravaged world of Paragus. And then it's the ellipses is 4, so it's period then 3 then an ellipses. I'm gonna have to do audio description of the of each of these cutscenes, unless I figure out how to capture when it makes this specific change. All right, so we're looking at multiple asteroids. The Ebon Hawk is dead. Sort of making a straight beeline in a direction that I don't think is. Worked? I don't think that's how that works.
Primary power offline. Hyperdrive offline. Multiple hull breaches detected.
Alright, so that character you made does not fucking matter.
Alert.
The main character of this game is T3.
The Ebon Hawk is adrift in space after a terrible battle. Most of its crew are dead or dying. You lie in the medical room in critical condition. You won't survive long without medical attention.
No, that's just some...
The hyperdrive is damaged. Main power must be restored in order to bring the engines online and dock with the nearby Paragus mining station for much-needed repairs. Your fate and that of the Ebon Hawk depend upon T3M4, a lone astromech droid. Return to this location at any time to skip the prologue.
I am not skipping the prologue.
Press WASD to move T3M4, then turn. Press Caps Lock to toggle first-person free look. Hold Control to look about.
Oh, alright.
This is the galaxy map. It shows you are near Paragus, a mining colony. When the hyperdrive is fixed, you can use the galaxy map to choose a destination planet.
It's the Ebon Hawk. It's Paragus 2. Alright. To save the Ebon Hawk, and then heal John Antilles is the bonus mission.
Quests. To view your quests, open the game menu, default business, and look in the journal, default J. This room contains a plasteel cylinder and the communications console. To target one of these objects, move close to it, left-click on it, or press Q or E to cycle through available targets. To interact with an object, first target it, and then left-click on it. You You'll come across many containers, some of which will be locked. The computer spike you just picked up can be used at computer terminals to access
Alright, now I need to see if there is a button to immediately align. First off, go ahead and track this slightly down so it is slightly less loud. Gameplay, key mappings, pan camera, A&D pan camera. Oh, alright. Oh, what the fuck? There are key bindings for moving left and right, independent of the camera? Alright, that's insane. Is there a... No, there does not appear to be. Alright. So... Oh god, alright, so...
This is the main hold. Your security skill is too low to open this footlocker. However, you can...
Shouts out. Alright, and then computer spikes.
Sometimes bashing or blowing open a container will break some of the items in the container, but you can use even broken items. They can be turned into useful components at a workbench.
And then, yeah, the footlocker's empty. And then this is...
You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage compartment, but the door is sealed shut and cannot be opened from the outside.
Actually, wait, is that where the HK-50s? Is that where the HK-50s are all hidden? Like, all 6 of them, or whatever the fuck? Inner garage door, engine room door, utility lift door, security door, open the outer garage door. Requires... Oh yeah! Alright. So yeah, because there's this. You gotta airlock it. You gotta airlock it through the, which means that there's an additional hull breaching garage section, blast doors locked down, low security door, remote operation offline. Alright.
While some doors can be bashed open or cut open with a lightsaber or cutting tool, some doors require the use of the security skill to open. Use your security skill from the action bar to open this door. This old woman appears to be dead. There is a key card on the body that looks like it opens a locker somewhere.
God, I love that that's the description. That's the first description of Kreia. That's the first description of Kreia. This old woman appears to be dead. This is just some dead lady. Who gives a fuck? Alright, we've got...
If you need help, this lift will take you to the outer hull of the Ebon Hawk, where you will find many parts and mines to use for accessing and repairing the hyperdrive. Use the lift controls to go up.
Alright, and then this door opens up...
This is the medical room. You have found med packs. You can use one to stabilize the condition of the human lying on the bed. The med pack can stabilize your condition. Success! You are stabilized. To recover fully, you will require the medical facilities at the Peragus mining station. but you are not in any danger of dying from your wounds right now.
So once again, T3 is the main character of this game.
Talking to other characters is much like using the computer console in the cockpit. Scroll through your response options or move the mouse cursor, and then click to select a response. Note that some responses may influence how other characters react to you, so choose carefully. Furthermore, certain skills, powers, and attributes may modify what choices you have, or how successful you are with those choices. Sensor droids emerged from this box when you opened it. These droids will make for excellent target practice. Use the weapon from this container to attack the droids. You can equip a weapon from the equip screen to open the...
Alright, equip screen, get the pistol.
Equip
Also,
screen.
this is
Click on the blaster
very
icon
funny
in
and
the top
it's
right
kind of
area of the
insane.
screen.
Like...
Change your target by pressing defeating the sensor droids. To continue combat training, open the metal box again, and more sensor droids will appear. If you encounter a difficult lock on a container or door, you can use the security to lock up. Use the keycard you found to open the locker. The impact armor from this locker can be equipped on the equip screen to open the equip screen. Click on the blaster icon in the top right area of the screen, or press. This is the engine room. This door is damaged and cannot be opened with your security skill or by bashing it. You will have to find and use an explosive trap to open.
I don't know why, like, alright.
This is the utility. You can use this lift to take you to the outside of the Ebon Hawk.
So, I don't remember why you gotta go to the garage, but I feel like you gotta go to the garage. Also, this helps with the scale of the Ebon Hawk, actually a lot, kind of a lot.
This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This open hatch has some parts that will be useful for getting main power restored. This is the starboard side of the Ebon Hawk. This busted engine port has some needed parts for the Ebon Hawk's hyperdrive. Take the parts here back down below to get main power restored. Don't forget to explore this is the port. The bubbles ahead indicate mines that you've detected automatically with your awareness skill. Some mines require higher awareness to detect. Approach mines carefully. They will blow up and damage you if you get too close. You can use your demolition skill to either disable or recover these mines.
So
Recovering mines requires a higher demolition skill than disabling them, but you get to keep the mine, which you can then use to set as a trap for enemies or break down into components at a workbench.
Or sell. Genuinely don't know why there are frag mines on the Ebon Hawk. really doesn't make...
You can use the explosive device in this missile
so
to
you
blow
failed
open the
both
engine
of
room
those.
door
Fuck,
inside
alright.
the Ebon Hawk. This will give you access to the hyperdrive. After you plant a mine, back away quickly so that you do not take damage.
Alright. Wait, are the mines supposed to be, like, bits of the proton missile? It's supposed to be unexploded ordnance that has hit the ship.
This
Also,
is the starboard side of the
this
Ebon Hawk.
fucking rules.
These exposed wires control the door to the starboard dormitory. The door is currently sealed, but you can override it from here.
Oh! Yeah.
Success. The door is opened. You can now access the starboard dormitory through the garage.
Well, I hope no one was in the starboard dormitory. That seems like that would be a problem. Alright, so there's something in the starboard dormitory. Maybe not even
This
something
is
in
the
the
port
starboard
side of
dormitory.
the Ebon Hawk.
Whoa. Oh, alright, thank you.
This is one of the Ebon Hawk's quad laser turrets. They are damaged, but you can scavenge some parts from it to use in repairing the Ebon Hawk.
Also, wait, weren't the... Oh, I guess, yeah, this is the duo. And then there was, I guess there's 3. That's something
You
to
can use this
keep in
lift
mind.
to take you back inside the Ebon Hawk.
Alright. So, I don't want to go to the engine room yet, so I gotta talk to...
This is the cargo hold. 3CFD is malfunctioning. You can fix him by using a part. Luckily, you have already found one. If you repair 3CFD, he can join your party and assist you in repairing the ship. Success! You have fixed 3CFD. Now he will join your party.
I want to see where in the party 3CFD is.
CFD is now a member of your party. To change which party member you control, click on their portrait or press Tab. Later, when you have more companions, you can add and remove. This is the main hold.
Alright, solo mode on. Second, I want to go to... First off, shouts out to the entirely neutral other droid. And there's no... I don't think there's a... Oh, wait, no, there is a party member. Alright, I need to pay attention to who is in these 2 spots. Alright, so yeah. Go here. You go to here. You close the outer garage door, open the inner garage door. T3 is here.
This is a workbench. With a workbench, you can break down objects in your inventory into components. You can then use the components to create repair kits, weapons, armor, and upgrades. Because of the damage to the Ebon Hawk, this workbench has limited functionality. You can still use it to create a repair kit, which you can use to repair yourself. Use the workbench to break down the items you've found into components. Then use the components to create a repair kit.
Yep, that's a plan. So... Or there we go, view breakdown items. Broken item, breakdown. Use, oh, not usable. View creatable items, other, repair kit. That might be it.
You can use repair kits to heal droids like yourself. To use a repair kit, click on the repair kit on the bottom of the screen, or press 5.
Also, this is sick as shit, by the way. This does look really cool.
These sparking wires connect to the trigger mechanism for the inner and outer garage doors. You can open and close the doors from here.
Huh.
Door closed. Do you want to do anything else here? Door opened.
Why would I need both?
Do you want to do anything else here?
No, but... And again, that blast door doesn't move.
When the Ebon Hawk has landed, this is where you will go to exit the ship. This is the starboard dormitory. You found a droid flamethrower. This is one of the special weapons the droids can use. To equip it, open the equip...
Shouts out to the droid flamethrower.
This is the garage.
Alright.
These sparking wires... You can't... Do you want... Door... Do you want... Door opened.
So, I don't think there's anything else, right? Like... There's the other dormitory.
This is the garage. This is the main hold.
Shouts out to Droid Squad.
This blast door is magnetically sealed
alright.
and cannot be opened. This is the main hold. This is the engine room. This is the engine room. The port engine is shut down, but it appears the starboard engine is badly damaged. Fixing it won't be costly. The hyperdrive is suffering badly. You won't be able to make the jump to light speed until it is fully repaired, and you do not have the needed equipment here on the Ebon Hawk. However, you should be able to rig the hyperdrive to restore primary power and bring the port engine online. This will allow you to dock with the Paragus mining station for full repairs. Success. The hyperdrive is online. Primary power is restored. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Paragus.
Alright, Astromech gang, roll out.
This is the main hold. This is the cockpit. You can now plot a course to the Paragus mining station. To dock with Paragus, left-click on the Paragus planet to select it, and then left-click on the travel button.
Alright. So the... alright. This is... I feel like there should be audio. I feel like there should be audio, and I don't know why there isn't.
The sensors show the door to
Alright,
the
that
storage
is weird.
compartment is being sliced. There
anyway.
is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Oh, also there's this. We've landed, and now Astromech Squad's gonna roll out. And oh yeah, I guess it was the HK-50s. For some reason I thought it was just HK-47 that was behind that door, but I guess, yeah, no, it's the HK-50s. Like, I know it's implied to be just one HK-50 by that shot, but no, it's like a fucking, like, it's an army of HK-50s inexplicably.
Awaken.
Alright, well. believe it is, as they say, time to go to work. No, but seriously, I want to. I guess, yeah, they're all wearing mining equipment, so I guess they're all the mining. They're people from the mining base. Some med packs. Breaking into medical storage. This is what Jedi do, right? And then lab station also allows the creation and breaking down of items. Oh, retinal combat implant. Huh. I don't know the chemicals for it. But bioantidote system, strength D package, these are all good. A reflex package is actually really useful. But treat injury skill, advanced med pack requires more treat injury skill. Treat injury 8, that's not that far away. Could get an antidote kit, but I don't actually know if I get poisoned. I don't think I get poisoned on Paragus. Let's try. Alright, I got... it's impossible.
Emergency
Just wanted to make sure.
lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed.
Patient medical logs.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the Colto tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship.
I'm pretty sure you
Looks like
fight
the
more than
utility
one
droid,
HK
a
on this
T3
fucking
unit, was
level.
able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Also, wait, no, there were two! There were literally two astromechs!
Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Corta, are already another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the Colto tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics. Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them, and moved them down to maintenance. But we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Alright. Everyone's dead except for me. A lethal dose of sedatives? Oh, which we don't... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For some reason, I didn't get the computer spikes slipped into... medical bay functions... Medical bay camera. It's just pointed at the one. There's a couple corpses, including one that's obviously not a corpse. Medical based items from manufactured in the workbench terminal. Blah blah blah. Medical bay door. Yada yada yada. Alright, plasma torch. The dead speak! I should have waited until Kreia said something.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead.
The dead speak! Let's see here. How am I doing? You know what? I'm gonna be, how are we gonna play this?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened? Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt. Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Let's focus on
I do
that
not
now.
know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek.
The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed. Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived. You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions. I do not know. Why did they spare you? Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious. And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy. I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here, I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Yeah, Star Wars. It's Star Wars. I don't even know that I actually made a light side choice there. I just decided to say some weird shit to Kreia. Alright. It's time for the best section of this game.
Emergency lockdown.
The section of this game is so good. Section of this game is so good. Oh wait, mining droids, droid neural pacifier. Oh no, that's just fire. All right. Where's the map? Why does the map have? All right, I don't even know. Look, Peragus is. I got positive opinions on Peragus. This is. Oh, okay. This is the emergency blast door. All right. Also, Ganja, just like, How many HK50s do you fight on Peragus? Off the top of your head, how many HKs are in there? How many HKs are in Peragus? Because I'm, like, convinced there are, like, 4 or 5. Alright, I'm glad my 4 or 5 is lowballing it, actually. Like, everything tells you that there, like, every detail tells you that there's only one of them. There is one HK50. But, like, by the end of it, you fight, like, 5 of them. You fight up to 9 of them. You fight a shitload of them. And cause they're all specifically... yeah, there's the one who talks to you, the boss fight, and then, like, there's, like, 3 more. So the thing is that the game has spent, like, the prologue implies that there's only one, like, basically, everything story-wise is trying to tell you that there's only one HK50, when, like, there's a bunch of them, and they're just, like, during the prologue, they're clown card all in the storage space of the, they're just clown card in the Ebonhawk storage space. Alright. Yeah, no, once you get to Telos, there's, like, you know, once you get to Telos, that you get to the, like, there's a bunch of there's a factory producing them. Alright, main security office, communications blister, hey, it's Ed! Mining tunnels, check security records.
Is this thing on? Alright, all hands, especially you, Corda, listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Peragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out. And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The 3 idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Corda and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives. So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged.
Right after the commander decided we're not going to commit a crime.
To get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Corda or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped. I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. Maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Like, the security... Like, the security guy is honestly... Like, he lays it out pretty clear, like, everything that's happening. And I feel like the whodunit angle is definitely undermined by the fact that the prologue ends...
There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Also, Kriya can just do this?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
Also, we saw them on the security console, kid.
The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Fine, when the power is triggered, I'll save my game. Anyway, what was I actually saying? But yeah, no, so the prologue ends with an HK unit, like, doing some wild shit. Also, wait, what am I doing?
Ah, you hear it. It is faint, but it is there. It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget. Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Alright, what's the actual... Is it just a traditional level in the... Yeah, it's a traditional level. Alright, so that is... So one of those is probably... Actually, so since that scene just happened, since that scene actually just happened, it actually cuts to it cuts to, like, the weird narrator voice that's used during the prologue, and, like, is, like, the computer voice, to say that you should
Beyond
save.
this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read.
Yeah, Kreia does not break the fourth wall, sadly. It would be very funny
But you
if
have
Kreia
nothing
did.
to fear from this one. And he might yet prove useful.
Yeah, no, the game definitely does.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here? Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
That's true. It does not warn you again. Let's see here.
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal. You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the Exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting.
Then there was some big explosion, and then I was sitting here for a long time, waiting for some half-naked miner to show up and ask a bunch of questions.
Don't know much about it. Maybe the Exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows? Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Babyface or heel Revan? I'll just make constant non-canonical choices. Heel
Well, that
Revan.
was the story. But whatever happened there must not have lasted. Oh, there was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's grand crusade finally consumed her. Yeah, well, when she became a Sith Lord, she sure didn't stop. She killed her way across half the galaxy. The males are bad enough. But when a woman falls to the dark side, you better space yourself before they catch you. Look, no offense or anything, but your weird half-naked interrogation isn't my idea. Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about.
Also, I really
Where
love
is everybody?
Atton having, like, a shitload of opinions about the Sith. Like, Atton could not be more stupidly suspicious if he tried. Alright. Let's see here.
The miners can't all be gone. But if they are... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times. This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
Also, let's continue to ask about the lethal dose of sedatives.
Huh? What are you talking about?
That no one knows about. Yeah, alright, yeah, never mind, just checking.
So you done
I asked
interrogating
it
me, or are we
literally
gonna work
everyone.
together and try to get out of this mess?
Let's I'm not gonna jump straight to saying I trust you. That's fucking weird.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
That's true. Yeah, a Disco Elysium Star Wars game would be really good.
Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown, and
Hell
hey!
yeah.
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped. I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us. Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers. Questioned the protocol droid about what happened. Says his master, the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. so that's gonna mean true. Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage and standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance,
other
sorting the mining
astromech
droid
droid in all
routines and
this?
updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with him. Quarter's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a Broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
Alright, once again, we return to the real hero of this video game. T3. Yeah, Texas Instruments. Also, I have exited the window because I don't know why my internet is being a little bit sour, and I'm just looking at it. Anyway. But yes, T3, the actual hero of this video game. Oh god, I forgot that there was a T3 section! I forgot that Paragus had a T3 section, hell yeah! Never mind this shit, T3's back to T3! Where shit makes sense. Oh yeah, no, I did do the T3 tutorial section, which is where the T3 is the actual hero of this video game comes from. Like, all right, sealed door, low security door. Telos is in this game. You definitely... I remember teaching a droid to lie. I do not remember what game that is in. If it's in this, that's awesome. Because T3 is essentially the hero. It might be Nar Shaddaa. Oh, I could have kept going. Also, they fixed the Ebon Hawk. Oh wait, fuck. The Paragus sequence ends with the Paragus sequence ends with a really funny thing I just remembered. That door's not gonna work. How about this one? Nope, also magnetically sealed. Makes sense. guess I should touch the console and see if that's actually if that's the end of this section, or if I can just go do some more stuff. Yeah, it fucking rules! Oh, we don't have parts. Alright. Alright, yeah, no, gotta go get parts from somewhere. There we go. That continues adventures with T3. I don't know how many droid shock arm charges I get, but I'm probably gonna burn through all of them, because I don't feel like playing this incredibly. Oh shit! All right, that's cool. That's actually good. That's good. But yes, cool. Gotta go hang out down here. Gotta go open this door. Gotta go throw an ion grid. Oh, all right. Oh yes. All right. Because this is going into a fuel line, finding an escape route, and then getting beat up and left for dead inside one of the fuel lines. I gotta stop throwing ion grenades. I am essentially at the point where I'm burning ion grenades I do not need to. There we go. Found some parts. Found the parts we need. Was there anything else? There's nothing else. Gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, in that case, gonna go to here, gonna equip Ion Striker, gonna equip Impact Armor, gonna equip Deflection. Gonna dual wield mining lasers. I don't have any computer spikes. That's bad. Hangar 25, the main cargo bay. Wait.
A lot of cargo from the Jedi's freighter is being stored in the secure cargo hold until we can pass it through the quarantine checks. And as requested, all the programming spikes the security officers wanted confiscated have been stored there as well, to prevent further system compromises. The secure cargo hold should be safe enough. If anybody wants to break into it, they'd have to blow it open with explosives.
That seems cool.
Who ordered the mining droids to repair that Jedi's freighter? I come in here off the work shift and 3 of them are repairing the port stabilizers? Did I miss something? Is somebody planning a trip? Because orders were that the hangar was to be locked down ever since that Jedi arrived. I don't know what maintenance is up to, but you can't just commission droids for repairs, especially with half the work shifts in medbay. Those droids are needed to repair the ventilation tunnels before gas builds up to terminal levels. It's not like that ship can go anywhere anyway. Even if it had the asteroid orbital drift charts, the navicomputer's been voice-locked. You'd need the access code to get it spaceworthy. Considering this latest droid commission breach, I'm putting the droids in this section under the control of the current dock officer. If anyone sends commands to the mining droids outside this terminal, I'll be forced to enact full override.
The navicomputer's voice lock. That actually explains quite a fucking bit.
Looks like those droids got the vessel working again, even with all the damage it had taken. The maintenance officer still won't admit ordering them to fix it, though. Regardless, still no luck accessing the navicomputer. It's been voice-locked. Maybe by one of the corpses we found on the ship, like the old woman. If so, that ship isn't going anywhere, unless we rip out the navicomputer and put in a new one. If we even had one to spare. The only reason someone would lock their navicomputer is to hide their astrogation charts. Someone didn't want us to know where that ship was going, or where it had been. Only smugglers do that, or someone with something to hide. That Jedi's got a lot of questions to answer.
Privacy is fake. What's the actual... Corpus does a spike on it. Am I missing where the spike is? Have I just missed where you can get a single computer spike? There they are! Alright. I forgot to bust down this door and get into here. Cause I'm at this console because this is the console where HK gets the jump on you and throws you in a fucking fuel line. So... comm system, diagnostic, no, not there, it's emergency console control. Open the blast door to the fuel depot. I don't think I need to access the hangar bay layout. I guess I should just open the other one. Yeah. I forgot how long this There we go. I was not expecting that to be as, like...
So is that stupid droid of yours gonna come through or not?
It feels like he went back and forth like 4 times.
Well, I'm beginning to think I was a little better off in my... Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through. If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar. Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Fucking which one of these? You know what? A Jedi's life is sacrifice, I think, is probably the better line than, it's better I risk my life than
You're
yours.
either really brave or really crazy. Or both.
Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. Now be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself. I'll keep the comlink open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
Yeah, that's the emergency hatch. Dead folk, the security desk. And there's the open hatch.
Can you read me? What did you say? Your signal's crammed with static. There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragus fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down. Will do. And be careful down there.
Yeah, safety harness.
Find the emergency supplies? About time. The whole half-naked Jedi thing was wearing a little thin. Look, there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines, and the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them. Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids. Well, these are construction models. They shoot like a moisture farmer militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing them. In close combat, the guy with the vibroblade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not. Otherwise, just drill them from a distance. If they're not shielded, that is. Yeah, it's possible some of the droid models may have mining shields on. If so, the shields may absorb laser fire. You can usually tell when a shield is active. It'll make an electrical field around the target. If they activate a shield, the best thing you can do is hit them with a melee weapon or try to burn out the shield with continual fire. But that could take a while, and it leaves you a target. There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence.
Leave that droid for now.
Watch where you step. I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines down there. Don't run unless you have to. It makes them harder to spot. If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids. That is, if the mines don't get you first. If you have survey gear or a safety harness, put them on. They'll make spotting and disarming the sonic charges a little easier. Those mining droids, especially the excavator models, are designed to arm and set sonic charges for mining. Chances are if they still had charges after they went rogue, then they may have set them to try and kill the miners. And you. If you see one of those excavators, watch out. They may use their undeployed charges as projectiles.
Alright, did not know stun droid can be used for that. That's a very good use of stun droid, actually. Holy shit. Well, that was entirely pointless. Alright, no, never mind. very funny. I love it. Alright, let's go bring more of them back. Wait, what? It's the team that reports to T3.
Hey, watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move quickly enough.
Alright, and then that's here. Okay, that is Paragus Mining Shield, and it is Absorb Heat, 20 points. Maintenance droid is under no ways going to be helpful in this scenario. Oh wait, fuck. There we go. Level up. Alright, and then I already did the dueling feat. Oh, that's actually fucking... Actually, Dual Strike seems, like, decent. Oh, man. Screaming is a dark side power? screams during the, I'm not saying that it's a good power, I'm saying that it's neutral. Alright, alright. He's on that Vapad shit, alright, that's an acceptable explanation.
You're getting close to something big. I think it's the main ventilation shaft. If so, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on. Sensor? It must be maintenance drones. Yeah, watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this.
Alright, time to take some stims. And now, I guess also technically I should save. Since they technically did the you should save. I mean, that's true. This fight can be, like, piss easy. I definitely did not keep. I did not think about the fight at all. Obviously.
Everybody here?
What's up, Kurta? We're supposed to be sinking fuel siphons into the 3218 asteroid shelf right now.
Forget the siphons. You know that survivor they pulled from the freighter? One of the miners said they served with him on Malachor 5.
Malachor 5? So he's one of the survivors. Or worse, a Mandalorian. So what?
Not a survivor, idiot. He's one of the Jedi from Malachor 5.
If he's one of the Jedi, hell, we can't have him walking around here. I don't know what he'll do.
I thought all the Jedi were wiped out in the Civil War, weren't they?
Guess they missed one. But it gets better. I did some checking, and that bounty on Nar Shaddaa is still alive.
What? You want to sell the Jedi to the Exchange? Kurta, have you been chewing spice?
Look, you know how big that bounty is? That Jedi's our ticket off this rock.
Gorda, there's no way the officers will go for that. They'll lock us up for sure.
Then we'll improvise.
The game does do a really good job of making it clearly seem like Korda's responsible for all this shit. Sure, let's shut down the containment fields. Let's bring the party to me. if you play the tutorial, it ends with the HK-50, like, demolishing T3. Also, I did have, I had exactly the right amount of computer spikes left. Very important. Yeah, like you're introduced to this droid who just like smashes his way through. And like technically speaking, he's like, cause he keeps getting referenced, but as a like protocol droid. And like it's easy to if you don't get the HK gimmick, it's easy to kind of forget to not know that HK-50 is the protocol droid they keep hammering on about. Alright. What direction am I facing? Oh, I'm facing, that's the sealed door that's the door that's real. I gotta remember what button this is. Alright, so we gotta rescue T3. That's the current mission. Key mapping. Looking at map screens and course. That's the right way. This is the right way. How the fuck did you survive? Look, security is a useful skill. That's my take. I mean, technically, yeah. So the problem is that I don't have, I literally do not have the ability to... I don't have any demolition skill. Alright. Yeah, I got no demolition skill, so it is instead hitting disable droid on every mine. Just kind of waving my hand and causing explosions. The Jedi way. Oh wait, no. I don't have any. God damn it. Alright, well, whatever was in that cylinder wasn't important then. That cylinder was actually empty. there should be, like, one droid surviving. The one Chad droid who survived the droid Hunger Games. Yo, it's the maintenance guy with his maintenance guy goggles.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance? Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock. Recitation? Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in Decibel Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance? Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous Master, you are the only organic which I may now serve. Answer. The captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination. Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation. Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship. Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master. Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious. Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold. Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning.
The HK-50s are suspicious as shit.
Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master. Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure. Explanation? I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty. Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress. Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer. Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi. Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the core word databases, which are notoriously spotty. Indignant exclamation. Master, I am only a protocol droid, but it is part of my function to know such information and relay it to any interested parties in the interests of terminating any potential hostiles. Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this. 3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly. Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility. The explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems. You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level. Defensive answer. Master, I am a protocol droid, not a well-crafted assassination droid of unrivaled sophistication. To have carried out the actions that took place here would have required an unusual set of skills. It is highly unlikely I possess the knowledge of how to reprogram the memory cores of base worker-class droids into killing machines, let alone to terminate the organics at this facility, utilizing only Aerotech 500 series laser mining drills and explosives fashioned from proton missile cores. Admission. I cannot and will not attempt to change your mind, Master. I would urge you to consider that your Kolto tank treatments may have caused some disorientation. Conjecture. The administration of a large dose of sedatives over a short period of time would likely prove fatal to minors, although not to a Jedi. For a Jedi, it would simply render them unconscious for ease of transport. Quite inventive. Answer. I was merely commenting on the idea itself, Master, not the execution of the idea. Though that, too, was inventive. Besides, Master, those miners intended to murder you, or worse. Any complaints they would have at being murdered would be the highest form of hypocrisy.
So, knowing where the exchange bounty actually leads it is very funny how much, like, comedy of error shit happens just to avoid getting caught, just to avoid being handed in for that bounty.
Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance? Hesitant answer. A T3 utility droid would be a common sight in this facility. It is indeed curious that I have not seen many since my arrival. However,
Goto just doing the fucking business is always great.
T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not routinely memory wiped. This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them into slag. But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? That would logically be the best place to look. Answer. Then that would explain why such a T3 unit isn't here, Master. I believe my photoreceptors are functioning adequately enough to verify that.
Yes, yeah. Well, astromechs are naturally hold very radical positions in general, but politically especially.
Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance? Proud answer. I am an HK series protocol droid master, skilled in transorganic relations and communications. This model has been responsible for the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities across the galaxy. I am fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication and am also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats. Clarification. Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities requires the use of every weapon in one's verbal arsenal. The unspoken threat of violence to a listener's loved ones, or if possible, their entire planet, can effectively break the deadlock in the most stubborn of negotiations. Irritated explanation. That question has been looping through my query module with alarming frequency, Master, and no satisfactory answer has been forthcoming. As a result, I have chosen instead to turn my efforts to answering the question as to how I may depart this drifting disaster area as quickly as possible. Answer. It is only a matter of time before a ship or freighter docks with the Peragus facility. When that occurs, we shall depart this place forever. Placating retraction. Oh, of course, Master. Please excuse my choice of words. I did not mean to imply that you would have no choice in the matter.
Oh shit, cool, I can make computer spikes. Alright, cool, fuck. Oh, alright, the mining layer can only get, the mining stuff can only get some limits. Alright. Shouts out to being able to make computer spikes. That's good.
Greetings. It is...
Oh yeah, we don't know that there's, we don't know that I don't know that I need to say magic word. Oh, this motherfucker saved every time. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Fuck. Well, that's... Well, that's telling me that I will return another day. That's what that says to me. I died, and now I need to know to go back and save more.